Kristen and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. So for today's video, we are back once again with another tiny home. Now this one is definitely inspired by a lot of the little tiny homes that I have seen that are like on trailers. So if you actually go over onto like Google or Pinterest and you do type in tiny homes, you guys will actually see a ton of these versions of these homes that are like propped up on this like trailer bed or flatbed. So it definitely was a little bit of a struggle for me to figure out exactly how to get the home to sit on top of like the little trailer that we have. So that trailer, you actually can find it over in the World Edit Objects debug menu. So in order to actually turn that on, I'm just kind of like looking over. It is the enable or show live edit objects. That is the key. I had to actually look over on my other monitor because I'm still trying to remember that. Now, I wasn't able to place like a home on the main level of like the land. So where the grass is, I did try to put one there, but even with move objects enabled, it would not let me place one on top of the other without like just causing issues, and it was kind of like merging it into the foundation really weird. So the best way that I have been able to figure out how to easily place your home on top of this trailer is actually make your home 2 stories tall, delete out the bottom layer or the bottom level, and then just take your upstairs, and once you click on it, you can actually lower it until you get onto that flatbed trailer. And it's actually functional. You guys will actually see I do include some like blooper pictures at the end because I did have quite a few issues with some neighbors when I was building this. So yeah, you will be able to, like, it's not going to glitch with the trailer underneath, and the stairs are fully functional. I do go back in and actually switch that up a little bit just because I always forget that we can make L-shaped stairs. Shoes, what the heck? But yeah, I always forget that we can make L and U-shaped stairs. I have been trying to use them more often, and they actually are really gonna come in handy when it comes to making like multiple level homes, because once you make stairs that are L-shaped or U-shaped, you really are taking away from the length of those stairs. So definitely recommend attempting to use that for like your stair. I wouldn't call it a hack because we all do it. But yeah, so another thing that I wanted to include was the Murphy bed, so that you had a little bit more space to like live in this tiny home. If you wanted to just have like the sofa out, but if you needed to have like 2 Sims go to sleep, you can actually pull that down, and it's not going to clip onto the table and chair that I put because it's like an extra square. But one thing that I can say, you guys, the Murphy bed actually doesn't save any space at all, because even though it looks like, oh my gosh, it's only 2 squares wide, you still need the exact same length and width as the full bed because you can't actually lay the bed out unless you have like 6 tiles empty. So honestly, it doesn't really save any room, and I definitely would have preferred, I really hate to say it because I know people hate when game changers or like simmers say anything negative, but honestly, you guys, I don't know why we did not get like bunk beds. I'm assuming budget wise, like it just wasn't there for a stuff pack, but fingers crossed that is going to be something we will be seeing in some upcoming like releases, because I want bunk beds so bad. I know that we have it for custom content, but I try to not use as much custom content as I can just because I find it helps like make less glitches in your game. I don't know, I feel like we get enough glitches when it comes to like the Sims content with like all of the releases and all of the packs, that the only mods like for gameplay that I have is MCC and UI cheats, and I try to keep it very limited with like my custom content as well, even though I have way too much. Usually when I download some new stuff, I do try to like remove out some of my older stuff. And I feel like I'm a lot more on that, like when it comes to watching what I download, because you guys might not even know this, but a couple of months ago, my 100 baby file actually corrupted, and I had to go back in and like completely recover that save. And it's kind of like one of those series that's been on my channel for like 2 freaking years, you guys. And I was having like a panic attack because I could not recover it. And I was like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I was like crying because I could not figure out like what was going on. But whenever I would like load in my family, like they just would not move. Like they had all the family just like standing around the table and counter. They just would not do anything. So what I ended up doing after like a ton of Google searches was I just like recovered my save. So I had lost like 1 episode. I don't even know if I had mentioned that actually in the 100 Baby series, but yeah, that actually happened. But one thing that I did want to mention was when I was trying to get the screenshots, usually I just like tab mode it because I do have, that was one more mod that I have actually, was for the, when you're in build mode, there is a mod that if you tab, you will go into like camera mode just like we have in live mode. It's a mod for it. I highly recommend it if you guys are builders and you take a ton of like build pictures. Just makes it super easy when you're trying to get the proper lighting. But when I ended up trying to like fix where the sun was, because when I take my pictures, I do really try to make sure that the sun is like shining towards the home instead of like away from it, because I feel like if I was to take a picture with the like sun on the back of the home, it just makes it like really dark and you don't really get as much detail, and it's really hard to see like the really vibrant colors of the home. So definitely make sure that as well. You guys are probably like, yeah, we know. Yeah, so actually when I went over into live mode to make it a little bit sunnier and change the time, this has like those 2 girls that are living here, and I ended up moving them to like teleport out onto the street. And when I was like speeding up the time to just kind of move that sun on the back, I ended up getting like some random neighbor. I think it was like 1 person for a welcome wagon. They ended up coming over. You guys will see the last 3 pictures that I'm trying to explain. But one of these ladies came up. She was like standing at the door and she would not leave. Like I kept having my Sims go up and talk to her, and she would like not leave at all. She was like, I don't know, she was driving me nuts. She didn't even have like a fruitcake. She was just here to annoy me. But yeah, so I ended up like trying to figure out how to get rid of her. So I ended up cheating her into my household so that I could teleport her. And as soon as I did that, all of the Sims went into the home. And I don't know which one it was, but one of them had a baby. And I have no idea what is going on. So I ended up having this baby bassinet. I didn't even realize it. Like I didn't even see the notification for it because when I'm building, I have like my audio in game turned off. So I was like taking all of the screenshots from the outside, and I had to turn the home a billion times because of like the trees. And if you're actually on one of the angles of this home taking like far away distance pictures, there's a giant boulder. So yeah, it's always a bit of a struggle with that. So I ended up going inside to get like the interior pictures, and there's this freaking baby in a bassinet in the kitchen. So I put that picture and I tried, not gonna lie you guys, I went back into build mode and tried to delete the baby. But it wouldn't work. You cannot delete a baby that is in a bassinet in your home. So what I did was I just like pulled the baby to the back side of the home in the backyard and took pictures. So now I'm gonna need to go in and edit my family because I now have another elder living in here. So I have 3 adults now living in this little puny teeny tiny home with a baby. So yeah, usually when I do that, I always end up having like a sim die if I forget to like disable their needs before I like turn the time. So definitely getting screenshots is a little bit of a struggle, but I really do hope you guys like how this tiny home ended up turning out. Of course, make sure to give this a very, very big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments any other styles of homes that you guys would like to see me attempt to build here on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I'm gonna see you all next time. Bye guys!